with satellites crowding the skies. There are very few places that haven't been extensively mapped in such an easy and user-friendly way. You can now see the world with a touch of a mouse on Google Earth. However, the complexity of modern society makes it necessary for businesses to monitor and censor their environment. This is even more true when privacy is a premium in the world today. Let's take a look at 10 secret places that Google Earth doesn't want you to see. Number 10. Kangtega Mountain, Nepal. High in the Himalayas, Kangtega became the source of UFO conspiracies when a giant blacked-out portion on one slope was discovered on Google Earth. Theories range from a secret entrance to a government installation. The security measures having to do with nearby China, according to some amateur Google Earth hobbyists between December 18, 2000 and June 7, 2015. This secret entrance on Google Earth and Nepal Himalayas did not exist. Spooky stuff or honest mistake? What you think? Number 9. National Security Bureau Headquarters, Taiwan. There has always been conflict between Taiwan and China, with Taiwan trying to assert its independence and China claiming it as part of their country responsible for intelligence gathering both inside Taiwan and China. The NSB has been famously tight-lipped, especially about successful organizations, which only makes it stranger that their entire facility should be blurred out on Google Earth. Number 8. Vocal Air Base, Netherlands. Although based in the Netherlands, the Vocal Air Base definitely has connections to the US and has routinely served as both a base of operations, munition storage, and repair facility for the 52B fighter wing, which is part of the United States Air Force. When attempting to bring up the location on Google, however, the entire area is pixelated. Since the 1960s, rumors have accrued it of being a secret holding site for nuclear weapons. But it wasn't until 2013 that WikiLeaks brought credible evidence to bear. And shortly after, the former Prime Minister, Rudloves, went on record confirming that 22 nuclear weapons were housed there. So it makes sense they wouldn't want snooping eyes trained on the base. Number 7. Taklamakan Desert, China. Although not strictly censored by Google Earth, a bizarre collection of weird shapes carved into the earth and China's extremely remote Taklamakan Desert near Kashgar might as well have been hidden away from prying eyes simply because of their isolation. Thanks to an Italian academic who was doing anthropological research, however, these intricate geometric designs were discovered, and while there is still no solid evidence of what they are, most critics suggest that they're probably the result of mining operations as a result of China trying to open up a new economic zone in Kashgar. Number 6. Baker Lake, Nunavut, Canada. There have been a number of versions of this apparent censored region going as far back as 2008, but the most recent was somewhere between June and July 2015 and included a long blacked-out strip running northwest, appearing in the area of Baker Lake in Canada's most northern province of Nunavut. The dark strip could only be seen if you attempted to zoom in, which resulted in a whole slew of UFO-related conspiracy theories, claiming that this dark strip was actually a landing site for, or an extraterrestrial beacon. Whatever the case, you think of aliens we're going to visit, they choose a more hospitable location. Number 5. Roses, Girona, Spain. The northeastern half of this Mediterranean city, for some reason, has been entirely blacked out on Google Earth, and the unusual shape of the blackout and region has led to considerable speculation. Again, of course, there are rumors of alien influences, but a more realistic theory revolves around privacy issues. Since Roses includes a very wealthy population of inhabitants, money may not be able to buy you love, but it can certainly buy you privacy. Number 4. Moruroa Atoll, French Polynesia. During the heyday of nuclear proliferation in the 1960s, French Polynesia became one of the major testing grounds for these doomsday weapons, provoking international protests. As recently as 1995, the French government has sent seats using these paradisiacal atoll as targets for bombs, but that didn't stop Google Earth from blurring out certain areas, including the airstrip and docks with white distortions. Although this has since been fixed, it does make you wonder what they were trying to hide French Godzilla. Number 3. HAARP Installation, Alaska, US. HAARP, or the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, first got started in 1993 in order to look at the effects of ionosphere advancement on radio communication. Since then, they've been at the crux of conspiracy theories, ranging from the development of mind control to weather-based weapons to alien, even attracting icons like Jesse Ventura to question what is actually going on with their organization. While most of these accusations are probably baseless, before July 2013 on Google Earth, a significant portion of the facility had been rendered in much lower resolution than the surrounding area. Number 2. Tantauco National Park, Chile. Located in the heart of one of Chile's largest national parks, is an odd rectangular blur, which is relatively small in comparison to the rest of the park. The area has become a popular spot for ecotourism, in part because of the extremely high biodiversity in valid avian temperate forests that make up most of the 118,000 hectares. Thankfully, no alien theories abound about this example of Google Earth censorship. And one possible explanation is that the blurred-out area might be part of a bigger determined effort to prevent poachers from getting access to important habitat areas. Number 1. Nato Air Base, Geilenkirchen in Germany. As part of NATO's early warning system, this base has acted since the Cold War as one of Europe's main facilities for monitoring and maintaining air security, like the Vogel Air Force Base. However, this one has also been heavily pixelated, most likely as a way to deter potential terrorist threats from gaining insight into the layout of hangars and offices. Because of its importance as a military target and the role it plays in maintaining peaceful relations, the censorship at least makes a certain amount of tactical sense, from flying saucers to mysterious mining sites. The reasons for hiding areas from Google Earth range from the fantastic to the logical, but at the very least fuel or imagination. Can you think of any other past or current places that don't show up on Google Earth? Feel free to leave a comment below and let us know.